Today I'm going to check which tool or Claude or Codex is better in Vibecoding. To test it, I will create some application based on one prompt. The prompt is, I want to create a .NET 10 Razor Pages application that generates a sitemap for a website when a URL is entered. Please keep the UI simple for now and also create a separate solution file so I can work on the project in Visual Studio. So that was the prompt. That was the prompt for Claude. That was the prompt as well for Codex. And what I received, well, maybe we can look to the files on a Codex. I received nice structure. So there was a solution file. There is as well a folder with the same name and a nice solution and a nice structure of the code. With a Claude, okay, there's solution. The code structure is maybe not so native for Visual Studio because there's src folder, but okay, it's quite okay. In a Codex was a bit better. So I create that solution. So after first prompt, this is the solution created by Claude. The solution directly worked. So there was, you could provide a domain, you can generate. There was already output, and you can download a sitemap XML file, and that really worked. It was a bit ugly interface, but okay, I asked in that prompt that the UI should be simple. But okay, with a Codex, it generated a code, but in the end, the solution didn't work fully because it was generating in the background. It was scrolling all kind of URLs, but you couldn't see those URLs, and you couldn't copy that URLs. And there was no download button to download sitemap XML, so it was not so perfect. Basically, after the first prompt, it didn't work. So Claude was better in the first run, and then of course I wanted to add some nice interface, so I ran the same prompts as well on a Claude and on a Codex. And on a Claude, things looks a little bit better. I see. If you see, you can generate a sitemap. You can generate sitemap, and you see nice overview. You see total pages found. You see average response time. You see the raw XML over here, and you have a button to download. So this is quite nice. With Codex, of course, you could generate the sitemap, but Codex didn't think too much about showing it up, and as well you don't have the download option. You had only copy XML option, and then you need to create a sitemap XML file, and you need to paste the content. So it's not so cool. And with the first run, the solution didn't work at all. So if you want to try Vibecoding, I think Claude is a little bit better. Maybe I can talk about the models I use in a Claude Sonnet 5 model, and in a Codex 5.6 Terra. So quite modern stuff here and there. If you want to use Vibecoding, I think in this exercise, Claude was much better. And as well, if you look to the coding, for example, that is creating nice overview. It's not creating so a lot of text. It's just telling, okay, what I did, what was verified, and how to run it. And that option to run it in a terminal and directly see it is really cool, because in Codex you need to write that comment by yourself in a terminal. Here there was of course some questions, and there was every time there's some question, okay, can I do some steps? And maybe it's quite interesting for a developer to know what is going on, that there's some kind of human in the loop. But if you use Vibecoding, you don't want to see that. You want to see your output of your prompt. So in this case, in this example, I think Claude was much better. And if you see, there is as well some advantages that you have that download a sitemap button, and you see some nice overviews of the things that was find out. That is big plus as well, and that you have a copy to clipboard, so as well you can copy to another file. So based on that small exercise, I think Claude was much better for Vibecoding, and the user experience of creating that application as well was much better in this case. And if you see, for example, you can switch to dark mode, and there's nice buttons here. There is some strange icons in a Codex. I don't know why it's like that, but you see that a Claude generation was much better. If you like the video, please press like button, subscribe the channel, and see you in the next one. Thank you.